updates. Let's talk about it. What is up, everybody? It's Nell here. How you guys doing today? It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in real time in a while. I've been posting videos. They're kind of pre-recorded videos that I've done a while ago, and I'm just like throwing them out there. Anyway, I feel like I have a new update video every other like week. I'm just being real with you. I don't know what I'm doing with this channel. I don't know what I'm doing with a YouTube channel in general. I'm throwing stuff at the wall. I've never done this before. I don't know anyone else who's done this. I'm just trying to figure out what sticks and what doesn't. And yeah, I'm just documenting my process as I go. So sorry if this is annoying to anybody that I keep giving updates, but it's my real life. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine. So I think we're going to start out what's going on in my real life, and then I will kind of get into more channel updates. This has kind of been going on and switching with everything in my real life that's been changing. So if you watch any of my older videos of updates, it might be a little bit different than what I said in those videos, but we'll do the real life stuff and then the channel updates. So if you want to skip around, this down below. So in my real life, I have not actually been here filming a video. This is the first one in real time that you're seeing. The other ones have been pre-recorded. I used to do a quantity over quality type of thing, and yeah, it's not working so far. It got me to where I am at so far, so I am grateful for that. But A, it's just not working in terms of views, numbers, click-through rate, all that stuff. And B, I don't really want to keep putting content out there that I'm just kind of like, oh, I just filmed this, so whatever, let's just throw it up. You know what I mean? Because like now I'm getting to the point where I'm actually monetized, and when I tell people that, they're like, oh, let me see your channel, and I'm like, it's not that I'm embarrassed about playing the game or anything like that. It's just the videos are so random and they're just not thought out. And yeah, I don't know. I just want to have something more thoughtful, you know what I mean, put up something I could be proud of actually posting. So that's where I'm at with that. We're not doing quantity over quality anymore. We're gonna go for quality over quantity. So there's the first one. What does this have to do with me in real life? For those of you who have followed me for not just my content, like my video game content and stuff like that, you already know and you've already seen that I've been having so many real life problems. I'm laughing, it's not funny. So many real life problems with the living situation I'm in, so many real life problems with the freaking job situation in my town. The town that I'm stuck in right now is just like full of dead end jobs, and it's just horrible. But I finally have some answers for that. When I was younger, I did go to college, and that was probably not the best idea at the time. Basically what happened, I went for a couple of years, couldn't afford it, and then I dropped out. No big deal. What was stupid though that I did was I defaulted on my loans. I didn't pay my loans back. I just didn't care at the time. I was young, I was dumb, I was stupid, I was depressed. I didn't give a crap, okay? And for a little bit, this worked out. I shouldn't say it worked out okay, because it really ruined my credit and ruined my life in other ways. But it was manageable. I could still do it. I was young. I was living with roommates. You know what I mean? For a lot of time, I was serving and working at restaurants and stuff like that. And a lot of that income is actually like cash income. So I was able to just keep that income. If you don't know, when you default on your student loans, they actually will take your income. Yeah, don't do what I did. It was dumb. This was over 10 years ago. So it's whatever. Long story short, when I reached about 24, 25, I realized that I actually had to like get my life together, that I couldn't just keep working at restaurants and bars because they just don't have the benefits that real jobs do. You know what I mean? If you can't physically go into work for valid reasons, like you're sick or something like that, too bad. You don't get paid. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what are you gonna do? Just physically have to work the rest of your life? You know, what if an emergency happens? You need some backup. So it was then that I decided to go into 9-to-5 type jobs, not realizing how much of a scam they were. No offense to anybody who works 9-to-5 and you like them. Just the ones that I was qualified for without a degree were awful. I worked in just awful industries. I worked as a pharmacy technician. I worked in health insurance, and I've also worked with car insurance. And let me just say, I do not wish any of those jobs on my worst enemy. Didn't really matter though, because the pandemic hit, and yeah, lost those jobs, lost them. So that's great. That's why I started my YouTube channel. So honestly, I guess something came of it. Not that I'm making enough money to sustain myself on this, but I am grateful for this. And obviously it helped me realize my passions were, and my passions for not only creating content, but for like the behind the scenes stuff with SEO and algorithm stuff. I don't know why. I'm just so into all that, but I am. So how does this come back to this channel in real life when I'm doing all this stuff? Recently, they passed a program where you can get your loans at a default legally, and I was able to apply for it. So even though I technically would have gone back to college probably when I was like 25, I couldn't do it at the time because my loans were in default. I couldn't get any loans. I couldn't even get an apartment. I couldn't get a car loan. I couldn't get anything because I defaulted on my loans back then. It was so stupid of me. But yeah, now they're not in default anymore. I have a fresh start, just like the program says. And I was debating what I wanted to do with it. You know what I mean? I am 30. So I was like, am I really going to go back to school then? At first I was like, no, I'm just going to, you know, pay them like normal and see what I can do. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, where am I going to go from there? Yeah, I have my YouTube channel, and yes, I do think this will work out eventually, but the problem is that with the situation I'm in right now, it's kind of like the process is taking longer because I can't put my full time, effort, energy into the YouTube channel, and also because I can't get a job that will pay me accordingly to, you know, my experience around in this town that I'm working in. There's a lot of, like I said, dead end jobs in this town. So yeah, it's just, I'm just kind of like stuck all around. I can't get out of this town easily either without being able to get a job that will pay me well enough to be able to move forward. I hope this is making sense. So yeah, after a long time of contemplating stuff, I was just like, you know what does it hurt to go back to school? I don't really want more debt, but at the end of the day, I've already started to take out the debt, and at the end of the day, they're coming to collect either way. So I might as well go finish what I started, get the degree, and at least get a job that can pay me well. And when I started thinking about it too, I realized what I like about social media is not only creating content and talking to people and, you know, being creative and stuff like that. Like I said, I do like the behind the scenes stuff, and there is like legitimate jobs if you have a degree that you can work in that. So for me, it would be like social media marketing, digital marketing, things like that. So yeah, that's what I've decided to do. I'm going to go back to school. It's been about a month since I've decided this, and I've been scrambling. So you have still seen content on this channel. It has all been stuff from literally, some of it is a year old. Like, sorry, not sorry. It's still me. It was still fun to film, but I have not actually sat down and done anything because I've been dealing with all of this in a good way, but you know, it's a lot to deal with. Not only have I been trying to figure out the schools and applying to schools, figure out the financial aid aspect on that now that I can actually apply for more financial aid, I'm also having to figure out where I'm going to live and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. It's awesome. I can actually now work towards something and, you know, get something out of the loans that I've already taken out and actually be able to hopefully get a good job when I graduate. However, it's been a lot to deal with. So I finally got the college stuff figured out, and now I'm working on the housing situation and the housing stuff. It is, it's going smoothly. It's actually, like I said, it's actually good that I chose to do this because I would not have been able to get out as easily of this town without the assistance from the college. You guys probably know when you go to school, usually they give you some money for some housing and stuff. A lot of times because the kids are younger, they'll put it towards dorm rooms. I'm obviously not going to be in a dorm room, but I am still getting aid for that, for housing, for going back to school. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for me. So yeah, I've just been trying to scramble looking into places to live and stuff like that. I'm super excited. Like, it's awesome. It's a great way to go, I think, but it's been a lot of work, which is why I have not been able to sit down and actually film stuff the way that I was before. So yeah, between full-time classes and maybe like 2 days a week of some other job besides this, I'm going to be pretty busy. But I love creating, and now that I'm wanting to go and hopefully work as a social media marketer or something like that, or a social media manager, I actually want to build up this, because this could be used for a resume or a portfolio if I make the videos better. If I actually make them a little bit more presentable, I could actually use this, you know, not only to just create what I want to create and to make money and to express myself, but also I could use it to help me get a job. That's also why I want to be a little bit more conscious about what I'm putting on here. I'm not going to like tame it down to be like so simple or just not me in any way, shape, or form, but I'm also trying to I just want to make videos that I'm like, yeah, I actually like this video, you know, so that if I show a potential employer, I'm not just like, oh yeah, that, okay. Don't worry, I'm not leaving. I've liked doing this for so long, and I wasn't even getting paid for it, so, you know, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna continue making videos, but I was trying to post a little bit more consistently, even if the videos weren't the best, I guess. I was posting pretty consistently, but I just don't know if I can give you guys like a definite, like, oh, it's gonna be every week or anything like that. It's gonna be when I can do it. So yeah, that's the first thing. Sorry if you can hear this chair squeaking. I'm not bringing this chair with me. It sucks. The second thing is, I think to start out, I am gonna have to do some like roommate sort of housing situation. I didn't want to do that, but because everything went through so last minute and I have to be down where the school is at, which is like really far from where I am, I think I probably will have to do a roommate situation, at least for the first semester, until I can get some stuff figured out. I'm hoping I can go live. I know I keep saying this. I really do want to go live. I think a lot of my videos that I actually post could be things that I could just do live. I hope I can get a living situation where I can go live like right off the bat when I'm, you know, actually down there there and moved in. But we'll have to see what the situation is like, at least for the first like 6 months ish. We'll see what the housing situation is like, and hopefully it's not anything too crazy because I'm so done with that. I'm just realizing I probably should have planned this out a little bit better because I ramble. And then in terms of the content that I'm making, I think I'm hoping I can switch the gaming content into live content. But I have decided that I don't really want to make gaming videos specifically anymore, only because I don't know what I'm doing with gaming videos. I never used to watch gaming videos. I never used to, like, I don't know. I wasn't that person. I started this channel trying to do makeup stuff, and I don't mean like makeup reviews or anything. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that. But I meant like, it was kind of cosplayish back in the day because I was younger, so I used to cosplay a lot more. But I think what I'm really passionate about more is like character transformation. For me, it's more about the actual like transformation makeup wise. So a good character, for example, could be like somebody like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. You kind of have to do like some makeup with that. Do you get what I'm saying? The difference between that and somebody like Mikasa from Attack on Titan. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there are some really great Mikasa cosplays, but in terms of actual makeup, it's not too much. I hope I'm making sense. So I think what I want to do is focus more on what I'm passionate about, which is a lot of character transformations, SFX makeup, things like that. That was always the original goal with this channel. I just kind of couldn't do it with my housing situation, and I was already playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and that is why I did what I did. Once again, I still want to try to do this stuff live. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to, even if I did have a roommate for 6 months. But I just don't want to give any like 100% on anything just because I don't know. I'm scrambling. Like I said, I'm working with the school, but I'm still scrambling because it's so last minute. Everybody else has already figured this shit out, but my financial aid just got approved, so it is what it is. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I just want to go with my inspiration and kind of just create like I used to. I used to be so happy when I did that. I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. I had like I was putting stuff on Snapchat, to be honest, but like I used to love what I was creating, even if like nobody was seeing it, and I just want to get back into that happy flow, you know what I mean? While I work on actually getting my degree, finishing my degree, and hopefully moving on to better things. I'm also moving somewhere where there isn't a winter, really, so thank Jesus! Alright, but anyways, let me know down below your thoughts. I can understand how this might be kind of for some people because they came here for Yu-Gi-Oh, but just gotta be honest with you, and yeah, that's where life's at. Alright, I'm going. Bye! Hold on, let me make a thumbnail photo. This is so cringe.